Hi everybody, Gina Marie here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am getting ready to do reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Whenever you find this video, you are meant to find it. All right, Virgo, let's see where the cards want to take us today. All right, Virgo, if you'd like to join my newsletter, become a love and lighter, you can go to tarotbyginamarie.com. Also, I have a free Introduction to Tarot webinar. And in that webinar, I teach you the meanings of the Ace through the Ten of Cups and how to do a 3-card read totally free from me. If that's something you're interested in, then check out my webinar. It's free and it's linked in the description box below. You like my new little light? I know my kids bought it for me. I don't know if you'll see it a lot, but it's there. All right, Virgo, the overall energy of the reading is the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, new beginning in love, a new beginning with something you love. It is the flow of emotion. All righty, giddy up. Let's get started. All right. In your recent past, we have the Seven of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. Six of Swords. Six of Swords is moving things on to calmer waters. Seven of Wands is standing up for yourself and or a connection. Five of Pentacles is feeling lack, left out in the cold. In your current energies, we have the Four of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and Judgment. Eight of Pentacles is somebody putting in the work. Four of Cups is somebody feeling sad, discontent, feeling like they've missed that opportunity, or sitting in introspection and contemplation. Judgment can be heeding to the calling of the life you were meant to live, or resurrecting something from the past. In your potential final outcome, we have the Hierophant, the Queen of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. Queen of Swords. Love the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Do not come to the Queen of Swords with anything less than the truth. She will cut you out. The Hierophant. The Hierophant can mean a spiritual awakening. It can mean you need to be true to yourself. It can mean you need to think outside the box. Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is somebody all up in their head to the point where they can't sleep at night. Now, we have to see how all of this correlates to this Ace of Cups. Now, let's start clarifying. Six of Swords. Why is the Six of Swords here? Now, take the reading how it resonates, okay? Roles can be reversed. Why is the Six of Swords here? Talk to me about the Six of Swords. Why is the Six of Swords here? Oh. Tower wanted to fall out of the deck. Why is the Six of Swords here? Why? There we go. Why and a why. Six of Swords is being clarified by the Six of Wands and the Three of Swords. This is somebody moving on. Okay, feeling victorious after a heartache, okay, which I feel is as we're moving things on to calmer waters, which means I feel like we're metaphorically taking these three swords and pulling them out of our heart, which tells me somebody's starting to do the work, somebody's healing. But also what I feel is it's been a very difficult road. I don't feel like this was somebody that, I don't feel like this was somebody that kind of hurt your feelings because maybe they told you that, I don't know, you looked ugly or you looked fat in something. You know what I mean? And that hurt. I feel like this was a deep kind of pain where you've opened up your heart to somebody and they really and truly hurt you. And it feels victorious getting over this Three of Swords, but I don't feel like you're totally over it yet. I feel like the wound is healing, but it's still fresh, if that makes sense. Okay? But you're doing the work, you're healing. Okay? You're moving forward. Seven of Wands. Why is the Seven of Wands here? Talk to me about the Seven of Wands. Why is it here? Why is the Seven of Wands here? Yeah. It's putting up that boundary. Yeah. Seven of Wands is being clarified by the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Wands. It's putting up that boundary. And then it's almost like putting up the boundary. It's kind of like getting hurt and then putting up the boundary and then getting all up in your head because you put up the boundary too late. Okay? And that is causing you a great deal of burden. But don't let it cause you burden. Okay? When you're in love with somebody, you in aspect you have to lower your guard, okay? Because in order for somebody to get to truly know who you are, you have to be able to You have to lower the wall. Okay. I'm not saying that you don't have healthy boundaries, but I'm saying that you lower your wall, as in you allow someone to come in and to see you for who you are. Okay. And sometimes we allow people to see us for who we are, and sometimes they take that for granted, and they and they trample they trample on us. Okay. So what I feel here is, now here it's like we've gotten hurt. The boundaries, all of a sudden, whoop, it's more or less not a boundary so much, it's a wall that has gone up. And now we're all up in our head, having a lot of anxiety because we're thinking this wall should have been up before. Well, it's not so much a wall should have been up before. Maybe healthy boundaries should have been up before. Okay? If that makes sense. Five of Pentacles. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Talk to me about the Five of Pentacles. Why is this Five of Pentacles here? Talk to me about the Five of Pentacles. Why is this Five of Pentacles here? Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Talk to me. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Five of Pentacles is being clarified by the Moon and the Wheel of Fortune. Fears of being left out in the cold. Fears of being left behind. I feel like that's now changing because we're doing the work, because we're healing. Okay? In your current energies, we have the Four of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and Judgment. Eight of Pentacles. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here? I have a feeling I know why the Eight of Pentacles is here. Why is this Eight of Pentacles here? Talk to me about this Eight of Pentacles. Why is it here? Yeah. Eight of Pentacles is now, I want to say Eight of Pentacles is being clarified by the Eight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, this is putting in the work. This is putting in the work and moving forward. Moving forward, and I want to say with the Queen of Wands here, moving forward with confidence. I'm not feeling like it's confidence. I'm feeling like it's confidence. Like we're slowly building up our confidence to move forward after the heartache and pain that we've endured. Okay? Four of Cups. Why is the Four of Cups here? Talk to me about the Four of Cups. Why is this Four of Cups here? I don't... No, I don't feel that. Well, okay. Wait a minute. Oh, can you hear it thundering? Why is the Four of Cups here? Okay. I feel like you're moving forward with confidence, okay? But when I get to this Four of Cups, it's almost as if it's like you feel like you've missed out on something. But I don't feel like you have. Or maybe you feel like love is passing you by. But it's not. Okay? It's not. Four of Cups is being clarified by the High Priestess and the King of Cups. Yeah. Love isn't passing you by. You haven't missed out on anything. If somebody hurts you pretty badly and you feel like, oh my gosh, I'll never have another chance at love again, or I'm just going to shut my heart off and I'll never be in another relationship again because it's too painful. I don't want you to think like that. You were not meant to be an island. Okay? You were not meant for that. Okay? I want to say heal, start moving forward with confidence. Okay? There is only one of you in this world, which means you are very unique. And that is something to be celebrated. Okay? Don't feel like you've missed out on anything. Okay? Your intuition is trying to tell you, look, you hold on to a lot of love. Okay? And I feel like right now the one person you need to give it to is yourself. You have a lot of love to give. Start giving it to yourself. Okay? Start forgiving yourself for whatever happened here. Okay? Yeah. Judgment is being clarified by the Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. Yes, it's in some aspects, I feel like you're trying to move forward. And as you're trying to move forward, because this is heeding to the calling, I feel like long-awaited offers are coming in because we're doing the work. Because they couldn't come in when we were in this. We weren't a match for this. Okay? So what I'm feeling here is we're heeding to the calling. And with this Ace of Pentacles, it's offers are starting to come in. Okay? But we're feeling a little conflicted about it. Maybe because we need to have those healthy boundaries. Maybe because we're moving forward with confidence, but not confidence. Okay? Don't let that Five of Wands get to you. Okay? I always say Five of Wands conflict to me is, hey, what do you want for dinner? I don't know. What do you want for dinner? That's Five of Wands conflict. Okay? Don't let it negate the healing work that you're doing. Okay? Or the moving forward that you're doing. In your potential final outcome, we have the Hierophant, the Queen of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. Queen of Swords. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Talk to me about this Queen. Talk to me about the Queen of Swords. And she doesn't have to be an Ice Queen, okay? You don't have to be an Ice Queen to be the Queen of Swords, okay? Because I can tell you from personal experience that I have been equated to the Queen of Swords, and I don't consider myself an Ice Queen. I consider myself a lover of the truth, okay? You might have heard me say this in other videos, but I would rather have you come at me with the truth and hurt me with the truth than placate me with a lie. Nope, I'd rather hear the truth so I can deal with it and move forward, okay? And that's what she's all about. So I want to tell you, you don't have to be an Ice Queen, okay, to be like this Queen of Swords. And it's almost like what I hear is, well, no, I'm going to have to be like this. I'm going to have to like, just cut people off. No emotion. No, you don't have to do that. You can be like this Queen of Swords, okay? You can still be very loving, but make those head over heart decisions, okay? I feel like we may need to take out our sword, okay? Queen of Swords is being clarified by the King of Pentacles and the Hierophant, okay? I feel like you being able to state what you want and stick by your guns, making the head over heart decisions will help you with this King of Pentacles mode, will help you feel more secure and more stable, okay? Because with the Hierophant here, I feel like that is you being now true to yourself, okay? Slowly but surely. Because for some reason, I have a feeling that for some of you, it is hard to tell people how you feel and tell them the truth. And what I mean is when somebody asks you like, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm great. When inside you're dying inside because they did something to you that hurt you and you don't want to say anything to them. Not anymore. Okay, not anymore. The Hierophant. Why is this Hierophant here? Talk to me about the Hierophant. Why is the Hierophant here? I feel like we are slowly starting to become more true to ourselves. Okay. Yeah. The Hierophant is being clarified by the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. I want to say when the timing is right, okay, I don't feel like you're going to be lying to yourself anymore. I feel like this is you going on that spiritual journey, no longer lying to yourself, okay? And I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles here, you're going to continue on that journey, and it's not going to be as difficult as you think it may be. Okay. And I have no idea why I said that. It's just something that all of a sudden just came to me. Because we always think that like when we talk about going on a spiritual journey that it's like, oh my God, dark night of the soul, it's going to be absolutely horrible. But no, it's you can deal with one aspect that you need to deal with and heal with one at a time. Okay? I feel like this is you putting yourself first, but you're not used to doing it. And in some ways, if you look back at the past, you don't ever put yourself first. And sometimes we need to. Nine of Swords. Why is the Nine of Swords here? Why is the Nine of Swords here? Why is the Nine of Swords here? It's almost like we're regressing. Yeah. Nine of Swords is being clarified by the Six of Swords and the Page of Swords. It's almost like we're trying to get all up in our head, feeling like we're going to close off our heart. No, I'm not doing this anymore. But then it's, no, I'm not doing this, but it's slowly but surely moving forward. Because look, Six of Swords is where we started. Moving forward, feeling victorious over all of the hurt and pain. It's as we move forward, getting the clarity on moving forward. I believe this Ace of Cups is you almost, in a sense, having a new lease on life, as in because you're loving yourself. Because there's a whole bunch of love and emotion here. And I feel like this is you forgiving yourself for the past and continuing to love yourself, faults and all, as we all should, because nobody is perfect. Everybody has faults. Everybody. All right, Virgo. I'm telling you what I see and feel in the energy. So this could be you, or this could be someone that you are connected to. What does the universe want to say? But I feel like this is a whole bunch of, it's like healing, realizing we need boundaries, and then trying to move forward, moving forward, doing the work, feeling confident, but almost feeling like maybe I'll never have another relationship again because this is too hard, but it's not. Okay? And as you start to move forward, other offers are coming in, but it's almost like you get conflicted because you're afraid to open up your heart again. And you feel like you got to be like this ice queen, and you don't. She's not an ice queen. She just makes those head over heart decisions because she's protecting herself. Okay? And I feel like you're going to realize, that you need to put yourself first. Okay? And that instead of blocking your heart, what we need to do is just continuously doing the healing work. And that's where this comes in. This is the aha for the healing. The Emperor. Look, the Knight of Swords and the King of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords is being crossed by the Four of Wands. I feel like you do want, in some aspects, you do want a relationship, okay? But I'm also feeling, what I'm feeling is this is you moving forward towards this new beginning, okay? Four of Wands can be a stable new beginning, joyous, happy times, okay? You wanting this new beginning, okay? But what you need to do is you need to stand up. It's almost like you need to stand up and fight for it, okay? Standing up, and as we stand up, then we have the stability here of the King of Pentacles. Taking charge and keeping the charge, if that makes sense. All right, Virgo, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped. If you like the content that I have, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you would like a much in-depth personal reading with me, or if you'd like to learn the meanings of the Ace through the Ten of Cups and how to do a 3-card read from me, then check out my webinar. It's free and it's linked in the description box below. Love and light, everybody.